It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday, and we're here in Duval after the hurricane, and we were blessed to not lose power when the hurricane came through and here in Duval, but there were some outages here and there. But the purpose of this video today is to kind of give you an idea of how the solar panels worked from the beginning of the week until today, this morning, live this morning, to show you how the hurricane affects the panels. Now, what you won't be able to see is my battery backup. I have a Tesla Powerwall. So as the storm approached, the storm watch in the Tesla Powerwall that is connected to the internet and it connects to the National Weather Service, it picks up oncoming bad weather. Anything that could possibly cause you to lose power, the Powerwall detects it and automatically goes into protection mode. Well, what do you mean by that? What it would do is become priority number one in your energy program. So it's going to pull from the grid, or in my case, JEA, and it's going to use the panels and build itself up to 100%. It's going to maintain itself at 100% while the crisis is in play. Once the crisis has dissolved, it goes back to a normal status. But as soon as it detects that possible power outage, it immediately starts to pull energy from the grid and from your panels to get to 100% immediately so that you will have 100% of energy in your battery backup in case the power goes out. Well, what if the power goes out? The battery has the breakers connected to it. Those breakers that's connected to the battery will automatically click on, and so your lights will stay on, your refrigerator will stay on, but the one battery will not be enough to power, say, for instance, your central air. What we do here at the Solar Joe household is I have a small air conditioning unit that I can use because I can plug it into the 110 outlet and it will keep the room that we're in manageable. Now, it is not designed to cool the whole house, so it just creates a better bonding opportunity. It's just me and Southern Girl, and so we can hang out in the same room. But say, for instance, you have more, then you could put a portable one in each room to get through the bad time. Remember, this is not something to keep you completely comfortable. It's just to get you through until the grid comes back. And for the most part, the time that I've been here in Florida, the longest I've went without power is 3 days with a major hurricane. So 3 to 7 days is pretty much what you'll be looking at. But what you're looking at right now is what my energy use was on the day of Monday. Now, this is what end of day Monday, I produce a total of 42.97 kilowatts. That's what I produced. I used just below that 42. So I didn't use any of JEA's power on this day. But watch what happens. When I go to uh, our anniversary, this was our anniversary on the 27th. I used 36. We wasn't home portion of this day. We was hanging out down there by the beach, and so my production was 36, and we didn't use as much on this day. But look, we dropped a little bit on production. The storm was rolling in. Okay, on Tuesday we started getting overcast. This is Wednesday. Look what happened Wednesday. Wednesday, I only produced 2.52. So on this day, my power was being managed by my Powerwall and JEA on this day here. You see what my production, this is for a whole day on Wednesday, a whole day, and I only produced 2.52 because of the heavy overcast. Now, Thursday, which was yesterday, look at yesterday, I dropped to 1.63. Again, since we didn't lose power, my power was coming from my Powerwall and JEA. So 2 days, the panels was not really producing because of overcast, heavy overcast. Now today is we're looking at today, the 30th. this morning. And as of this morning, I've already produced 4.36 this morning. Even with a little, still have a little overcast, we're still producing some power from the panels. And as the day goes on, this will increase. So this gives you an idea of what your panels will do in the worst case weather. In the worst case weather, long as we're in a normal production, this is a month here. Look at what my production was for the whole month, 880. This is for the month of August. This is, excuse me, month of September. This is for the month of September. I produced 889 kilowatts. So enough to produce power for my home. So when folks ask, is solar worth it? Let me show it to you live. This is a way that you can see it right here firsthand, not by speculation. I'm not hypothetically speaking. I'm not using best case. I'm not using some scenario. I'm telling you exactly the benefit of why I decided to go solar. Now, yes, as a sales rep, uh, you say, well, you're saying that because you sell solar. Well, I sell it, but I also have to pay JEA. So I saw it from a positive aspect. Now, when JEA gave me 2,000 because I went with the battery, that's the rebate that JEA gives. When JEA gave another 1,750 off of my solar purchase, that's from JEA. Now, come next year, when I file for my income tax, the federal government is going to let me take 30% of my total cost and and get that back in the form of a tax incentive. Has nothing, not a thing, folks, to do with my regular taxes that I pay. This is in addition to. I don't know if you qualify for that, but if you do, you will get that 30%. It just depends on your tax status. I can't guarantee that. So this is just a quick update, letting you know that how the panels work, because this was my first time seeing the panels in action during a storm. And I just want to share it with you. Again, if you want me to sit down with you and go over how the energy, solar energy can benefit you and your family, or it just may not. Solar is not for everyone. So the only way you'll know is to sit down. Don't just trust one of these internet sites that talk about don't have a pushy salesman come to your home. And let me tell you, all they're doing is setting you up. There's a reason why I sit in the house with you. I have customers that will testify on what it means to have a live representative who cares about you represent you. So it's not just about the dollar for me. It's about making sure I provide you the best information that benefits you and your family. And at the end of the day, if it's not a benefit, we're gonna shake hands and gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep talking about my nose on Saturday, and I'm gonna talk about my Jags on Sunday. This here is business, and if the business is not for you, then you've had firsthand information to make an intelligent decision. So remember, you can always reach out to Solar Joe 904-944-7696. Set up an appointment. We're looking at about an hour. Make sure you have that. If you're in JEA's territory, make sure you have that statement. FPL, or I come up to South Georgia, make sure you have Okefenoke's utility as well. You know, Clay County, you need the Clay County statement. It just depends on what utility you're in, on how we build your system and how much energy you and your family use. It has nothing to do with the size of the home. It's what power that you use on a 12-month basis, how I determine the system. We also look at your solar access for your roof. You may need to cut some trees down, or we may, depending on where you're located, put up a ground mount to avoid having to cut trees. That's all a part of what I do when I come out to see you. Now, if you need a roof, we're also a roofing company, so you can include the roof replacement with the solar panels and get 30% of all that as well. And if you're in an older home and may need insulation, we can include that as well, because we do on corners installation, top of the line insulation. We blow it in. So that's the only insulation we do is blown in insulation. And I check all of that when I come visit you to make sure we lower your energy footprint to sell you less panels to get you the maximum amount of energy. So with that, it's happy Friday. Y'all have a great day and a great weekend. If you don't have your power, I hope you get your power on soon because you really need to have your TV working so you can watch them Noles put a whipping on the Duke, not Duke, but we got Wake Forest this weekend. Put a whipping on Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and then on Saturday we're gonna catch an eagle. Catch an eagle. That's right. On Sunday we're gonna catch an eagle, and them Jags gonna keep it rolling. So, friends, family, uh, thank you, Solar Joe, checking out. This was a little 10 minute infomercial, should I call it? An infomercial on why you need to go solar with Solar Joe. Have a good one. Thank you.